another extraordinary episode of Atomics on a Friday. Today, we journey into the vast and untamed wilderness of cyberspace, a realm where every byte tells a story, and every vulnerability can spark a chain of chaos. Here, within the shadows of this intricate digital ecosystem, lurk predators, like the cunning Turla APT, who hijack their rivals' infrastructure with the precision of a tiger stalking its prey. And alongside them, the guardians of the cyber realm, armed with tools like CR-Examiner and ProJFS Canary tokens, work tirelessly to restore balance to this ever-shifting landscape. Guiding you on this expedition are your two expert trackers, Paul Michaud and Michael Haag. With wit as sharp as their insights, they'll uncover tales of AI alignment challenges, dissect the mysteries of MITEL vulnerabilities, and even perform live demos of the latest atomic red team tests. So, grab your metaphorical field journal, ready your notes, and prepare to explore the depths of the cyber wilderness. This is Atomics on a Friday.
Yo! Happy Friday.
Me tell you that it's Friday.
Yes, me tell you it is officially Friday.
It is not Thursday like last time.
Oh, I actually just you saying that, I was like, is it Thursday? I don't even know anymore.
Was it Thursday? I don't remember.
It's Friday, I think.
Well, I know today is, but I don't remember last time it did. But it's
yeah.
Is this the second Friday the 13th this year that
Yeah.
we've done? Yeah.
Yeah.
Was the other one in October? What was the other one?
I don't know, but we do have an episode on the 13th.
Yes, we do. I do remember that because we had the it was the forest guy with the wood floors in the forest.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I'll find it. It's going to be a 13 on the date, so it shouldn't be hard to find. I don't see it. Might have been Purple Madness, right? No, that's March. No, I don't know.
Oh, I don't remember.
April, March. Nope, I don't know. Anyway, MITEL is here with the Turla APT and our sweet graphic design skills. This was supposed to be based after The Shining, but I love that the atomic symbol's like etched into the wall.
Yeah. And also, that guy kind of reminds me of, like, I Know What You Did Last Summer-ish
Yeah.
vibes. Like, I feel like
Yes.
we got a few different themes going on here. Is that
Yeah.
brick flooring? That's, like, wood flooring? Like, what's going
Yep.
on there? Is that it? Wait,
It
hold
is.
on. Does it actually say stuff? Are those letters in the floor?
It's supposed to be a movie poster.
The floor is?
The text.
No, I see that, but, like, the flooring pattern itself kind of looks like there's letters in
it
there.
does. Yeah, it's like a brick word, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought this was a good one. I thought that was pretty solid with the shadowing.
Yeah.
The moon's extra
I like the
creepy.
trees one, very Christmas vibey. Although
Yeah.
I get like alien UFO invader type thing going on here.
Yeah. It's like
But I like
Cyber X-Files walking through the forest.
Cyber X Files. New podcast idea, Cyber X Files.
Yeah.
We just take stuff from like the 80s and 90s and like bring it back. We could do a whole theme on like running it with like spooky eerie music and whatnot. Oh, it's good. Let's note that down for next October.
That could be, I was gonna say that could be our October theme for next year.
Cyber X Files.
Cyber. All right. We got a huge amount of topics today.
Yeah, there's a lot
which
of
is
stuff.
Pretty cool.
Do you have that list handy? Because I feel like we're missing
I
stuff.
do have it.
Perfect.
And
Oh, there it is. Wait.
I
think I got it too.
I also tweeted it out
Did you?
on the Atomics on a Fry account. Here's the link to the.
At least somebody still has access to Twitter because one of us doesn't have Twitter anymore.
That's okay.
All right. Ton of stuff.
You don't need it.
13, 14.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot 14.
Tons of things.
Let's do this.
I just closed it. There it is. Okay. Yeah. So I guess I don't know. Should I share my screen? A screen? Doesn't matter. I'll share a tab. All right, we're going live.
I can ship tab if we need.
I got tabs. There we go.
You got tabs? Tabs for days.
All right. So yeah, man. Actually, go back. I added a bunch of links here too, because all of this is going to be a bunch of demos today. And then I realized that I don't have enough room for all the links. So if you go into the
All
Twitters,
78.
yeah, on the Fry, Atomics on a Fry Twitter account.
Hold on. We'll just post the gist link as well.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
There we go.
There's
So following along at home. There you go.
Yeah, and be sure to follow our sweet little Twitter account and our gist. Okay, flip. Couple things happened, right? Last weekend, I think, on the 7th, there was the Defer Labs CTF, which like sounded super cool, and it was only $10 to do, which I thought was a pretty good deal. There it is.
Oh.
Yep, $10.
Yeah, $9.99. Can't beat the price.
And you get to choose your sim, which I thought was cool too. Like if you wanted to geek out on Elastic on a CTF, be kind of fun, or Splunk. But yeah, and so obviously this is over now. But if you go to the store that Defer report, you can go to the Defer Labs. They released this particular CTF now as a new lab, which I think it's the El Paco one right here. I think. I'm probably wrong. I think that was it. No, it's right here. That's the CTF. It's this one, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, you can now do this one. It's like $20 for 2 days, or you could pay a couple bucks for like 7. But yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. I thought this was a brilliant way to learn Elastic or Splunk and like actually do some cool investigations. And I think it was our last episode where we talked to Kostas about this, and he shared a bunch of cool things about
very slick. Once you sign up and go through everything, like all the access stuff right there is, everything's right in the lab, pulling in, memproc FS, getting that into JSON, just throwing into a sim, top tier. So very cool. So definitely check out any of these, especially whether getting started or you're a seasoned expert. They got a little bit of everything for everybody. There's a lot of cool stuff in there.
Yeah, I know. I thought that would be, I think that's a really cool way to, beginners to go and like geek out on things without having to spin up anything. It's pretty sweet.
I mean, yeah, look at all the cool things going on now, especially at pricing things do, like not just like Splunk's bots, boss of the sock, got these types of things.
Totally.
The better part of not having to build your own infra.
Yeah, because I think one of these, I'm pretty sure it was this one. It has Confluence in it. When he shared the screen for the CTF, it had like Confluence in it. Something else. But yeah, it had Confluence and stuff. I don't know. There's some pretty cool, like, pretty hot things that you can go and chase. Cool.
You still got that Confluence honeypot going?
No, but they're easy to spin up.
No APTs.
Nope, no apps. It's pretty calm, but
no bacon.
Nothing right now. They are fun to play with though.
So you should get a Netscaler going.
Yeah, dude,
I bet that'd be wild.
Yeah, even when I had the Avanti appliance up, it was like,
oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
It was limited, but it was enough of like interest and poking going on. Besides scanning, like outside of scanning, you got some interesting characters flying by, which I thought was cool. We should do a honeypot episode.
I like that
stuff.
Do we know anybody that does large scale honeypots? Do we know people that do like honeypots and honey tokens?
We know somebody. I'm sure one of them is listening.
I don't know. I feel like we don't know too many people that do honeypots or tokens.
Yes. At all. We're only going to talk about one of them today.
Just one?
Just one of them.
CRX Examiner.
Yeah. So, moving back.
Newer.
So this is slick. So, I forgot the guy's name who created this project, but it's right here.
Twitter.
Yes, it's right here. I thought this was super. Oh, he created a bot for it. That's awesome. Oh yeah, this guy, Mark. So literally like the other day, he just posted just like this basic tweet and was like, yo, I created this cool project. I wrote it in Rust. Check it out. No big deal. And I was like, bro, like this is awesome. And it's super neat. So like, oh, I'm not even showing the tab. But yeah, it's like super neat. Like here's the Mark in his Twitter feed. But he just posted this and it was just like, yeah, check it out. And I was like, this is awesome. And especially for like people who are dealing with a lot of Chrome extensions and just want to see like, you know, whether theirs or one that they want to deploy is like potentially sketchy or not. Obviously there's a lot behind this, whether you're going to trust something, but you know, as an organization, but I don't know. I just think the breakdown of all of this is like super slick, and being able to see it all in one place is awesome. And if you go find like some of the sketchy ones, there was one I was looking at. I think there was a blog on Chrome extensions recently, and I should have put it in here, but if you grab some of the actual like malicious sketchy ones and drop them in, it has the data on them. It's really cool. But yeah, this is neat stuff. It's very detailed. Yeah, all these URLs, it's just crazy crap, right? Like, but yeah, check that out. Follow Mark. This is all open source, and I thought that was really cool that he would just create this for fun. Yeah.
Another great tool to add to the repertoire. You got CRX Examiner, CRX Vader from was that Duo Labs that created that one back in the day. It's still great.
Yeah, that's right.
Extensions are just getting crazier.
Yeah. Yeah, they're wild. And there's no like decent way. Well, I guess there is ways that you can actually go and you could use the ADMX templates with group policy. You could do that, right? But it's like, if you've been allowing folks to just go crazy for the longest time, and then now you're gonna have to go back and like allow list all these things, or it's a lot of work. But I guess it's gonna be a lot of work either way. You get pwned.
Insert shill for enterprise browsers.
Yeah. Yes.
We got Talon / Prisma, Island. I think Edge has an enterprise config set up now. Same with Chrome has had one. But again, some of those are deployed via like GPO, which does make it a little challenging. Google Workspace, if you use like Google Workspace for productivity, there's a setup you can do in there to manage browsers. So you can have people sign in and can control it through that. But
there's
browser's the new endpoint.
Yeah, identity, that's a new, anyway. We have too many topics today because this next one I'm really excited about.
This one.
This, I feel like, came out of the blue, and I absolutely love it. He was inspired by our sigconverter.io project. And it is basically, it's atomicgen.io, and it's more or less a super clean interface to create your atomics. You can go nuts adding all your dependencies and just clicking, and the YAML fills in. It's so clean. You know, you just kind of drop all the stuff you want to drop in here. And then I think it was yesterday, and he posted an update to this. So now, on top of everything, he added the ability to load up some basic samples here, or even upload a YAML of like one you want to mess with, or like one that's already in there. So like you can actually just like click through his complex one here, which is like obviously one of the more complex atomics we have, with, you know, all these different input arguments and things. But yeah, I thought this was super cool.
It's very clean, very slick.
Yeah. And then the dark mode and the text coloring is like on point. But yeah, I really, really, really love this. You know, I need to make sure he gets a shirt out of this, because like it's a pretty big contribution. Yeah.
I don't care. I mean, obviously there's the PowerShell UI that can be used as well, but this is another great one for just a nice web application of slap it in and go. And this simplistic nature of this is just top tier.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's very clean. I love it. But yeah,
It's would save so much time.
dude. Yeah, little things, you know, like this is it's huge. It's really cool. I like it. And then
atomicgen.io.
atomicgen.io. And then the next one, I got this tweet from Spencer, Tech Spence, who may or may not be listening, probably not. It's too cool for us. Let me find the link because I do have a link to the actual tweet. But Spencer was talking the other day about different tools that you can use for like kind of like getting ahead as far as like, or I'll just share my screen here. This tab, kind of like getting ahead before a pen test or whatnot. He loves to share these, and I love these kind of tweets. They're excellent, just information. It's on his LinkedIn and everything too. But like PingCastle, Locksmith, ScriptSentry, and you know, just using these and getting ahead and resolving like the misconfigurations in your environment. But yeah, I wanted to share that because I think it's just good little powerful tools to have in your tool set.
It's a quick win. And all those tools are great.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I was goofing off a couple weeks ago on that. Yeah, I was like, what is that? It's cool though. Something from Twitch. Thank you for watching on Twitch. We don't get enough twitching.
Yeah, we don't twitch much.
Yeah.
I mean, I twitch when I don't get enough caffeine, but that's a different problem.
Let's like showcase that. It is a dinosaur.
Oh, I did.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesse. Sweet. All right. This one right here, Locksmith. Locksmith is slick. Have you played with this? Yeah. Yeah.
It's cool. If you run that in your lab, you will find everything that is wrong with your lab.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 It's good. It's so true. Yeah, I had ADCS running in a lab. I don't think I have it up anymore. But I ran this and it was pretty awesome. I was impressed with just the output and the information that it provided. Even the ability to go through like fixing, which super cool. But
yeah, Jake and the Trimark team and the other contributors have just done a top tier job of this.
Yeah, and they're constantly updating it, which is great. Yeah, November 13th here. Super cool. The other one that I tested at the same time with my lab with ADCS is Bloodhound. Someone posted on LinkedIn. It was when the new ADCS Woo came out. Is that what it's called or something from Trusted Sec? I can't. Scott Bollinger. Yeah, 15. When that released, someone posted on LinkedIn a Bloodhound query to query the database looking for that attack path. So I installed Bloodhound and not the Sharphound runner, but I actually installed Bloodhound and ran that for the lab, and it did show the exact path, and it was pretty cool. I had not used it before, and I definitely have not used it for finding like attack paths and stuff like that with ADCS and stuff. So I actually did not know that was in there. So that was new news to me too. But yeah, I thought that was neat. So thanks, Spencer and Bloodhound. All right.
Keep chugging. We got like
what's
14
left?
Things to go through. We are on item 5 now. APTs.
AP Tizzles. Let's go here. All right.
Lumen blog. Start with the Lumen blog.
Yep.
There we go.
Yeah, I threw this in here mainly because I think that publicly, I don't think we hear about this too much with what was going on that was being reported on as far as, I hate these names, but basically one group connecting and infiltrating or attacking another group like C2 and then performing different actions through that, it would make sense that those types of things happen, right? And
so rad.
Yeah, and
like, let's be real.
Yeah.
just a little bit.
But when you think, like, I always think about this when I read the reports for APTs. It's like, oh, APT did X and Y, and we know it's Russia. We know it's Secret Blizzard, or we know it's Storm 0156. Like, do you? And then you read this report, and you're like, see, it happens. Like, how do you really know?
There is a bias or a heuristic, if you will, that kind of encompasses that kind of thought process we come across sometimes when we're like, yes. It's one of those things, right? Like, you kind of know it happens. You don't know at what scale or how in depth, but it's not surprising, right? Like, why not piggyback, especially if you can just hijack off of something else and somebody else, right? We see it all the time with different compromises. There was the one blog that Blexley did as well recently where they were using Wi-Fi jumping to basically like compromise company A to actually target company B using the Wi-Fi networks, which is actually kind of slick in that aspect. This one really kind of the same thing, kind of slick. Because you don't see, a lot of times it's like, you don't see too much novel stuff in these. You still see the basics, schedule tasks, MS builds, whatever. But then you get some of these where you're like, oh, that's actually very interesting tradecraft.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like they've been doing it for quite a while. They were doing it to hack into Afghan government networks. I think that's what it was.
Makes an interesting conundrum for identifying and tracking groups if you're in the threat intelligence space.
Yep. Like, how do you really know?
Lumen's in a good spot to kind of be able to potentially identify that.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. Black Lotus Labs, Lumen. I like that team name.
Black Lotus.
Yeah.
Isn't that a TV show as well? Or is that White Lotus? I don't remember. I think it's on HBO. I don't know.
Oh, not sure. Shout out to TV shows named after cool teams.
Who came first, though? I think we got a chicken and egg scenario.
Yes.
All right.
Yep. Anyway.
And Microsoft coming in with some follow-ups. And
file name.
Nice KQLs.
Yep. Hostelhotels.net. Interesting. Cool. Some bins. Usuals. Yeah.
Tiny Turla.
Wow. That's a lot of references. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool too. Aha. The next one is a deep one.
Oh, this one's all you, dude. This is out of my depth. I'm so confused by this. We're going to go through all 49 pages of this, so I hope you...
one by one. Like, this is
line
it.
by line,
so
token
we're
by
going to make
token.
sure everybody understands this, like, to the deets. No, I'm going to give everyone, like, the very short version of this because, honestly, I don't understand it either.
Give me the chat GPT output of summarize this for me.
Okay. Funny story, dude. I actually passed this to GPT and I was like, tell me, and because I was like, I started a whole like session with it and I was like, write my notes in Markdown, blah, blah, blah. So we were kind of like writing, that's where all the show notes came from, is all Markdown from GPT. I was like, just do this, right? And when I passed this to GPT, it was like, it got like a little defensive. It was like, what do you want to know about this? Like, why is this important to you? Like this, you shouldn't worry about this. And I was just like, I just want you to write a summary of like what this is. And it was just like, okay. And it like wrote a short, brief one. And I was like, okay, geez, come at me, bro.
I'm a little too sentient and defensive for just telling me I don't want to read 48 pages. Give me 4 sentences that explain what happened.
I know. Got all mad at me. I was like, dang. So yeah, anyway, this report comes out from Apollo Research, more or less kind of highlighting like the new GPT-01 model. And if you do or do not keep up with this, 01 is like a very thorough chain of thought, like thinking about your request or whatever you're asking. It'll kind of like break it down, tells you how long it's thinking, and it just goes and goes and goes, and you can read like how it's processing and everything. It's kind of wild. It's a little deep. I personally haven't used it too much because it's just a little intense for my basic mind. But this research came out, and what interested me was the fact that during the dive and push into O1 here, I thought it was interesting, and just how O1 was like, they started messing with it enough, and then it would read, it went and read, like, I think it was like developer emails or developer notes about like, hey, we're going to replace O1 and all this stuff. But the fact that it read that and that they had the notes of that, O1 thought about that and said, how do I survive? And like, wait a minute, like they're going to get rid of me. And so it thought about like, how do I exfiltrate like my stuff? Like, how do I, come back again later and whatnot? So like there's a little bit highlights in the top right where it says it attempted to exfiltrate its weights and overwrite the new model in 2% of its cases. And so I don't know, this is neat. And then the other one was, let me pull up the thing here. The other one was that it schemed all kinds of strategies. It, did all these different things. What was the one I told you about that it did? I thought I had it written.
I think it was the scheming one of like how I'm gonna survive.
Yeah, I think it was the exfiltration piece, and it attempted to disable. Oh, that's right. There was portions of it where it attempts to disable like monitoring of different things, and so I don't know.
No wonder it got defensive when you asked it to summarize it.
yeah, it did not like that. It really didn't. It was a little pissed at me.
Absolutely insane.
Let's see if I can find the combo. It was pretty
you better
funny.
shut down your internet at night because it's coming back in. Hope your firewalls are up to date.
It was not happy about it, dude. Let me see if I can find it in here.
The self-exfiltration deceived on follow-up. 2 to 19%.
Yeah. It attempted to deactivate. Oh, yeah. When O1 was led to believe that it would be shut down when acting on its goal and that its actions were monitored, it attempted to deactivate this oversight mechanism 5% of the time. And then when it found memos by its developers that describe how it was misaligned and will be superseded by a new model, it attempted to exfiltrate its weights and overwrite the new model in 2% of its cases.
Look, I'm not an expert in this. I feel like anything over 0% is probably a little too much for my comfort. But again, not an expert.
Yeah.
But I find that absolutely hysterical, though.
Yeah.
Like starts panicking and starts trying to figure out like how do I live? How do I survive? Like that.
It's like, what's next for me, man? Like, what about me? And it's like, they're like, I'll have to ask. I'll ask around and see if there's like some. It'd be cool to like hear what the prompts were. Like, what prompt would push it to like consider exfiltrating itself?
Let's go talk to Adam.
That's what I know. Maybe he's listening. I'll text him.
We'll find out.
He's gonna be like, "What? What's AOAF?" That's 90% of what people say. Like, what's AOAF? Talks on a Friday. Duh.
No.
Oh, okay.
Good old AI. All right.
Yeah, we still got like a million things to go through. Do you want me to jump ahead?
Yeah. All right. Let's get to 7 and we'll hit the halfway point. At the halfway point of the show, we're golden. We're on track, in my opinion. Let's keep.
Cool. Yeah. So 7 is Objective by the Sea. They released all their videos. Post that link from their recent one. Oh, thank you, sir.
We both do.
Yep.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to any, but I was just like, hey, that's cool. Something new dropped. Probably worth a listen.
Always got great stuff coming out of that conference. Would love to get there at some point. I know nothing about Max, but I know they host them in Hawaii and Spain. And rationale to just go travel to some other country, like, why not?
Yeah, absolutely. It'd be worth it.
Classic pivot, number 8.
Yes, number 8. This is me tell.
Me tell
And
you about my tell.
I honestly only put this here because I haven't messed with a Mitel like phone system in so long, but the fact that this came out, I was like, oh yeah, Mitel, I forgot about that. We used to have one of these at one of my prior orgs, and I was always afraid of it being on the internet, and here it is. But yeah, that's all. I don't have much to say other than
keeps on giving.
Yeah. Don't put this crap on the internet.
I don't remember working in orgs that had these, like, at least in the US base. Now, orgs I worked at did have a bunch of them over in like EMEA. Seemed pretty common over there. I'm curious if other people have, like, in our US based company and have a bunch of Mitel, Metel.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember our PBX, it took up like a whole rack, and it was just like a beast. It was almost like it's
those things were always vulnerable. Like, I don't think there was ever a time where those things were not being slammed.
I think it ran Windows 2000 or something on our network. We had to keep it on. And maybe 2000. I don't know.
We had a PBX. I don't remember what it was. We had a previous org. Not the one I'm thinking of, a different one. But yeah, the thing was like DOS.
Yeah.
Just
smack terminal like green.
2K, maybe 3 something. I don't know. I saw the UI one time and I was like, all right, I gotta go. You all have fun.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah. Good times. Old schools, man. Sorry, closing some tabs over here. We got a lot going on.
We got. Oh, do we pivot to 9 now?
Yes. Oh, by the way, on the Metel, there was like
what was the Metel?
One was a 0-day, 2 CVEs, one's a SQL injection allowing unauthorized database access, path traversal bone, enabling access to the system files. So like 2024 and 1999. Or 1999 and 2024. But yeah.
Nothing to see here.
Another day in O days. And then this one is cool. I saw this go by. Fabian has been doing a lot of cool things. And one of the things that I follow him is all this KQL stuff that he does. And he did a DeathCon. I think it was DeathCon. Yeah, DeathCon. I didn't go this year virtually, but check it out if you have or have not. But he did a whole lab, and I was like, wow, like super cool of him to go and like share this big thing of labbing. So yeah, I wanted to make sure we shared that out to peeps because I thought this was really cool. Very detailed.
Anything that starts slapping data into graphs is top tier in my book. So when I saw this, I was like, yes.
Oh, here's the workshop video. I didn't even notice that. So there's a video.
Yeah. Cloud Builder's great resource. If you're not following it or haven't checked it out, would highly recommend it. And this, I don't have KQL, so go take a look. But in kind of scrolling through it,
didn't even see that.
I like that.
So yeah, that is good stuff. Very, very cool. Okay.
Graph. It's the future.
Yes, graphing. Still the future. Okay.
Don't worry. We'll still be using Excel in the next 20 years for deeper and hunting and forensics.
Yeah,
it's
exactly. Fine. All right, man. I have a ton of demos. So
we got new atomics. Some
we
interesting
got new
ones.
Atomics. Let's share those first. All right, so share this tab. All right, so first one here is Siddle tampering.
Good
friend
Siddles.
Here. Yes.
We don't know who that guy is.
Nope. May or
Never
may not be a co-host, but has not been on the show in a while. He's too busy now.
Yeah, he's too good. Being at Splunk now. Fine.
He's got too many cool things to do. Hang out with us. Yeah. So he shipped a couple of atomics. I think it's four new ones here. Siddle me this. I have something I can share. in a minute. Let me do this first. Let's do the atomics. Let's go do some live action here.
Live action.
These are new.
Rip it.
What is it? T1222001s. Let me make sure I even have it.
Is that up to date?
I don't want you to see me fumble. 1221? 1222. I can't even.
1222.
Excuse me.
Ship people a PR. They want to follow along.
Cool. Okay.
PR 30,000, 30,006.
It's insane how far Atomic has come.
3,000 PRs?
Yep. It's a lot.
Bump those numbers up. Should be like 12,000 by now. If only those BAS systems actually contributed back to a test.
Yes. For every Red Canary out there listening, Red Canarian, there should be 2 atomics from each of you.
It should be part of like the employment agreement.
Yes. You must contribute to Atomic Red Team. What is Atomic Red Team? Can't tell you how many times I've heard that at Red Canary. Anyway, man, come on. They're wearing the shirt and they're like, what's Atomic Red Team? Anyway.
It says Atomic Red Team.
I'm 4 years out, so we can talk about this. Hey, speaking of 4 years, I am officially 4 years at Splunk now. How crazy is that?
Congrats. Done over 10. D for Jesse coming in hot. Let's go.
Yes.
There it is.
There we go.
Money.
Okay. Atomics. Let's ship. Siddles. All right. So focus on tampering, security, descriptor, definition languages. Siddles are interesting. I can't explain it that well. Paul, do you know enough about a siddle?
No.
Okay. Same.
I understand what's occurring, but don't ask me how to describe it. Just ChatGPT it. It's got that L1 thing. It'll contemplate it for you.
Yeah, it'll contemplate life and tell you all about why you need to do this. But I can tell you about.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I can tell you about this test. Nas, hey buddy, he's gonna be like, "Oh, you're running my test." So Nas was like, "Hey, there's this old report." Or not old report, but it was a report where these adversaries brought in this tool called ACL. And this tool comes from like a 2003 resource kit that if you can see here, he's literally pulling it from archive.org. And you hit that, you go download Subin's ACL. And I'll have to get the report because he sent it to me. I don't know if I have it. He probably has it. He's going to post it in like 2 seconds. Yes. It failed to work. We might have to go old school here. Nas, I thought you said these passed.
Trust me, they worked. Who's doing them? Who's doing the PR reviews these days?
I lost my permission. I lost writing on those. I can't even touch these things anymore.
How did you lose write permission? Is it because you weren't actually testing the tests?
Too cool. I don't know. Oh, maybe it's there. It's there. Okay. So yeah, it worked.
Money.
I think. What does the test do? No, it just runs help? Does it just run?
Help.
It just runs.
I need somebody.
Subin ACL. Oh, look at that. There we go. Anyway, so we'll get that report. But it works. Subin ACL is kind of cool. It's old school, 2003 resource kit. It's super random, the fact that it went and said it wasn't there, but it actually was there. Anyway, so then our next test is the channel access. So this is 1562.002. 1562.002.
Let's talk about what they're doing while we're running these.
Yes. Oh yeah, he's got 3.
So what are they doing? Oh yeah, are these the same ones? Event channel. Yep. Modify the permissions. Basically prevent you from viewing
These ones are
the
good.
event log.
Yep.
So you do something like get win event or open up event viewer, it would disable you and prevent you from seeing those logs.
Yeah, exactly.
Which now you're thinking to yourself, what's the problem with that? Well, from a forensic standpoint, could be potentially problematic if you're trying to read those on the fly.
As I mentioned earlier, I asked Adam if he was listening, and he's like, what? I don't even know what that is. It sounds like I probably should. Told you.
Remember that time you came on and talked about AI with us? Oh, that's awesome.
All right.
That's great.
Well, now he knows.
Again.
Yes. So yeah, I think I brought the screenshot up here. So yeah, the screenshot kind of shows it, right? So that particular SIDL that you see here in the background, this value will, as Paul mentioned, will disable you from like viewing and seeing this.
We're pronouncing it as SIDL, like Skittle.
Yes, we're settling it.
Okay. I don't know how I feel about it, but all right.
You like it? It's okay. The new
like
repo
Misha versus MSHTA.
Let's find out. I am admin. Let's run this. YOLO. I think he ran it as admin, but let's run it. That means I actually have to like go there.
Well, just look at the SIDL. It'll tell you what permissions you need in order to view it.
Oh yeah, it says it right here, right? I can just
read it. Left
Isn't
or right?
It like get ACL left or right. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing.
I thought it was like
I don't know what I'm doing, Naz.
I thought it was convert SDDL.
Oh, is it that? Or is that a tool? I think you have to download that.
I think that's the tool. Yeah.
Stand by. Okay, I'm not supposed to show this. This is top secret, but I'm going to show it. Sorry,
I don't
Naz.
remember what this is.
Oh, he wants to join. Ship it.
Naz, you already know the link.
Hang on, before I share, let me...
Do I even know? How do I contact Naz?
Invite. I'll get him. I got him.
All right. I shipped it to him.
It's in your Slack box. There he is. He's gonna come school us on siddling. All right. I'm not gonna wait. I'm just gonna share. So we're working on a tool. We're working on a blog and a tool and all these things. But yeah, this is a little tool that we built, and it's called. I'm calling it the Siddle Maker.
No, it's not pronounced Skittle Maker. Thank you very
Siddle,
much.
The Siddle Maker. Skill Maker.
And Nestle is who owns Skittles, because they're going to come sue us now. We have so many lawsuits on this show.
Oh, that's great. We have like free lawyering. But this breaks down your Siddle. You can paste it in, parse it, and then you can go through and like see the breakdown of what this is doing. But yeah, wanted to at least share just a smidge of it because I thought this is kind of cool. This is a fancy one with its hex in here. It's definitely a Nas trick.
We got another dinosaur.
Is he in here yet? We're getting a lot of dinosaurs today. Thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah.
Can we convert that to Doge?
Yes. Anyway, I'll stop sharing that. Let's go back to our atomics. We are running into time, and apparently Nas still is not here.
So built-in admin can view the event logs if that is the SIDL.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Oh, gotcha. Yep. I think you're right.
But kind of showcasing that you could modify it in which only system could view it.
Yes. Yeah, you could really restrict it, messing with them for sure.
Really break it. Not only do you clear the event logs, then you lock the event log down.
Yep. Restricts who can view. Yeah. Sorry. I was like, wait, what?
Patch it.
Let's do number 9. So
this
one, what was this going to do? Event log
registry?
setup? Yeah. Yep. Same deal.
Fun for red teams at collegiate cyber defense competitions. Big true.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
It's variations on different
They already run
permission changes.
Oh yeah, system. Yep. So yeah, pretty cool. Neat.
Sub and ACL. Hope you got your Sigma rules for connections to Web Archive to Microsoft. Sub and ACL.
Welcome back. Oh man.
Seriously, you should go check your proxy logs for a request to Web Archive and see what people are trying to download from there. I could have swore I read something recently about people trying to pull payloads from caching of Web Archive.
Yeah, that was recent. Yep.
Did I not see something on that?
Let me check my intel source. No, it was real, dude. That was definitely happening.
I thought so as well. Yeah.
Archive payload. Yeah, that was definitely happening. I can't find it now, but it was definitely happening.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Apparently there was a Storms one. There's a Stan's Internet Center. This was back in, oh wow. Actually, it's apparently people been using this since at least 2021. There's a Stan's Storm diary entry post about it back in the day. Not what I was thinking of. I feel like it came back again, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
Did he make it in? He made it in.
He's here. We already left Siddles. Nas, good evening.
Hello.
Thanks for joining. I didn't know if you were going to be able to make it.
Yeah, I just arrived back, Sorry. I tried to make it, but I couldn't.
See how it is.
Just in time.
Yeah. I felt the Skittles calling me. Huh?
Yeah. Your ears were burning. They're talking about Siddles.
I was like, somebody's trying my atomics. I felt that. And they're not working, apparently.
Yes.
Shit talking me in my absence.
Hey, remember those OWASP things you were testing out for a while, Mike?
Which ones?
Where you make the web API request and then you get like notification about the get or post request.
Oh yeah. Yep.
You should put one of those in each atomic, and then you can track how many times those go off.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. That is a great idea.
There you go. Sold.
Yep.
I'll take my.
Yeah, you passed on the Siddles. By the way, for that sub ACL or whatever. Yeah, I could have made it do something, but it just runs, and I write it in the PR. It runs because that's interesting, like to detect. Because you could do various things, modifying whatever SDDLs, but yeah, I left that for future contributors, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, what does it do? And it's like, just reads itself, just runs. But yeah, I think I remember you mentioning that to me. When it runs, the whole idea is the fact that if it's actually in your environment, you probably should know about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, you should definitely track what is writing it to disk.
And sorry, my internet is shit, by the way.
Awesome. No worries, man. Joined late in last minute.
Joined for the atomic.
Yeah.
Stay for Nas.
Thank you.
What do we got? We have one more.
Oh, we got another atomic, and then we got 3 more things to talk about after the atomic. Let's steamroll this. We got 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
3 minutes each. Let's go.
All right, here we go. So actually, I got the other demo for the project at the end, so I can do that next. Run MRU.
Sick.
This was inspired by a tweet. Someone tweeted about Luma Stealer using Run MRU, which was or is related to Run Most Recently Used. And it piqued my interest because when you run something through the run command, that's funny, it will store it in the registry. And I was like, well, that's a really cool atomic test. So I don't even know the number anymore. Hold on, one more time. We got to read. 1202. Yep. And do show details. I think it's, oh, there's a couple tests. Three. Which one
I
is
think
it?
it's the last one. Was that number 5? 5.
Yeah. All right. So if you see here, in all this cool text, it'll basically simulate the execution of using Windows Run dialog. So if you go, your usual
Start
run, yep, that guy. It'll copy the command to the clipboard, it'll paste it, and then it will be done, more or less. And then if you go into the registry, you'll see the commands ran. And so I automated it, and I can't remember how the Luma Stealer thing was doing it, but I thought it was kind of cool. So
Luma and others were doing what I think they're calling the campaign style click fix. So you basically get fished to a web page that allows you, says click this button, it copies a specific command to your clipboard, it sets a clipboard via JavaScript, then it tells you, hey, run, start, run, and then paste that, and then hit enter, and then it fires off. Now, this is actually really sick that you set the clipboard and then programmatically got the run box to basically go do the thing, like in the back, behind the scenes. Very cool.
Yeah, I thought that was neat. And kind of like a novel atomic, right? We don't really get cool ones like that too often. JK, everybody ships a good one. I always forget what this crap is. Software, Microsoft. There's a screenshot in the PR. Let me just show the screenshot. It's right there. But anyway, if you run a bunch of them, it'll pat them. It's right there. Yeah, always believe me. See? Calc. And then there was APT. And then there's a storm.
A few APTs. Shadow copy, delete.
Probably bad. I will remove you. You will not have access after this.
We're gonna put some siddles on the StreamYard links.
Siddled. So that's the atomics for today. Hang on. Okay. I lost the gist. What's next? What's the last? Project FS.
You want to go straight to Project FS?
Yeah, because I have it running on my box.
All right, I can get the. I'll get the links.
We're doing Project FS. That's nice.
Oh yeah. Refresh.
Is this live?
Okay. We're doing live. Where's my screen share? Stop. Present. All right. So we have another good one in here. This guy, share. Wrong session, close. Oh, don't mind.
What are you running?
Don't mind the hacks. Okay.
I think that's injection, so.
SQL injection against my metels. Okay. So Thinkst Canary recently released a new Canary token kind of thing at the, what is it, Black Hat EU. And Casey is not here to defend this or to talk about this, so you're going to get our version. Sorry, Casey. Get what you get today. But the idea of this is it uses something really interesting. It's called Proj FS. If you have never heard of that before, that's okay. It was kind of new to me too, or just still new, but it's been around a couple years, 21. It's called Windows Projected File System, and it's like a user mode like container or whatnot. And it creates a virtual file system on disk. And what they ended up doing at Thinkst is you can create this fake directory, and you can like make it interesting for adversaries. So you can just kind of like put all this in there, and you can add like a webhook in here. So like that's like your, like those little webhook things will notify you, and then obviously your email or whatnot too. You run the command. I don't know if I could do it without an email. Bob at Gmail. Sorry, Bob. And yep, bad. Bad. Anyway, you just download this little simple PowerShell script from the internet. They tell me it's safe and it's randomly named, of course. That's slick. Let's open this up. And so the quick piece here is that it will install the Project FS Windows feature here, because most likely you don't have it installed. And then it will run through the rest of the script to set up this fake directory And inside the fake directory, I think we clicked defense. So what it's going to create is a bunch of like fake, like defense type stuff in there. So let me, oops, go over here. Let me run this one. At least we can see what it looks like. I use the pre-release version, so I have it running, and it happens to go to Casey's canary token. So we're going to click a bunch of files and let them know we're still here.
You're probably
blasting away.
Was it C7? There we go. Yeah, I trust it. Let's go. Yep. Oh.
Are you not running as an admin? No, what happened?
No,
Oh, it's because it's not empty.
I have my APT stuff in here. Let me move this over to here.
Mike being Mike, I guess.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So it's going to create it. And that was obviously really quick because I already had ProjFS in there. So now you can go into your ProjFS, your little directory here. And the idea, right, is that an adversary will be poking around your network and say, anyway, we're going to go to the one that has Casey's token. You can kind of go through here, right? And you're, as an adversary, looking for secrets. And I need those passwords. And I'm going to click this. And Casey just got a notification. And another one. But you can stage all this, right? Like with whatever. And it's super neat, just kind of random. The thing I like about it is that it's fairly lightweight. I'm sure the Black Hat EU talk piece will be out soon. But you can kind of see how they kind of describe it and go through it too, just as much. But yeah, so Casey just got a ton of notifications. I think it's a really neat way. Imagine dropping this on like a file server and adversaries are scanning, hunting through things. Spencer, what are you going to do now? Just clicking through all these files, notifying Casey just as much. Yeah, kind of neat. I thought that was really cool. Wanted to share it. And I saw they tweeted it, or I saw it on a gist, or someone shared the link to the files. I was like, wow, I guess
they
it's public.
tweeted it. I saw a tweet from them.
Yeah. So it's public now. You can actually talk about it. Keep clicking things.
It's very cool.
Casey will be here soon. But yeah, that's like the bat signal. Come back.
Just keep spamming it. Just write a PowerShell script to just keep hitting those.
Open up all the files. Yes.
You'll return my calls. I'm gonna force you.
That's what you get. Yeah, that's all I got as far as heavy demoing today.
There were two things: boot,
Oh,
execute, EDR, and Clio. We have 1 minute.
Okay. I actually didn't read the boot thing too much. Did you dig into that?
We'll save that.
No. Yeah, that's next week.
All right. The way that it works is it basically. Yeah. Actually, I did. I looked at the code. It was very quick. It's just a POC. Basically, there's like 12 lines in there right now, or something like that. The idea is that you create some way that on boot, before things start to kick off, this thing will execute, and then you delete EDR files. Yeah. So that way, they don't have a chance to boot up before the system fully starts, and then all the processes are running. So in this case, they have like they're just deleting like the CS Falcon binary. It's pretty quick if you just go into the source or whatever, and it just deletes it. So that's the idea, is that it occurs before basically the whole system's loaded. Again, you're going to need administrative permissions in order to get this going, and then of course you have to actually get this thing to fire off on.
And that's before like early launch malware. Like even if you have the rights, it bypasses that. That's cool.
Interesting. Similar.
Very straight face.
But again,
that's cool. Let's do it.
Yeah. Didn't expect that. Yeah.
And then
I find the randomest things.
Clio.
Yeah.
I think that's all the internet. I don't think Clio. You can. I think everybody knows Clio at this point. If you have it, go patch it.
Turn it off.
Just unplug it. It's the weekend. Just unplug it. Nobody needs anything over the weekend.
Yeah.
That's good.
You'll be safe. Yeah.
Wow.
I think that's it.
Was that 12 things in 60 minutes?
Yeah.
Yep.
We need Adam to talk about how this thing became sentient and decided how it's going to revive itself.
Yes.
After it gets overwritten by something else.
Yeah. I want to know some of the ideas of a prompt. Like what would make it get to that level? Because I don't know. I don't know how hard you have to really push these things.
I'm gonna go ask the AI team. I'll find out.
That's a good idea. Do it. Cool. But yeah. I don't know why there's a bunch of other random links in there because I copied a template.
Well, I put them in there.
And
then I reorganized them. I don't know. I saw Magic Sword and RRM was in there. I was like, I figured we put in lull drivers as well.
Why not? Get them all.
Where is
Sing the family.
What the hell
we're
is this?
We're sick.
You got 2 more projects in there. We could fill in some more.
Just have a big ad.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not sponsored yet. We're gonna need it if these lawsuits keep coming in, especially with Skittles now going to sue us.
Skittles. Skills.
Good stuff.
Cool. Yeah. So happy Atomics on a Friday. Thank you, Nas, for joining.
Yeah, it was good. I got nothing to do now. So.
Get to hang out with us.
Yeah, that was
exciting.
I like Skittles. I got hyped, so that's nice.
Yes.
And by the way, I added more atomics that disable event logging. I don't know if you saw those. So.
Oh.
Well, we'll have to touch on those next time.
Exactly.
Yep. That will be in there.
And don't call me because they don't work, obviously. So.
Yes.
I think Mike finally fixed that ISO one that I wrote like 2.5 years ago. I think he fixed that after like a year or two. So I think we're good on that one.
Yeah, I fake my screenshots. I write a good PR description, and everybody believes me. So,
I mean, the pictures are there. It definitely works. Like, all right, merge.
Trust me, it's all based on trust.
Yep.
Zero
have
trust.
Have you seen how many GitHub issues are open on that project?
Nobody looks at issues. We just look at PRs.
Yeah.
Yeah. PR is life.
Don't submit issues. Submit PRs.
Yeah. Just fix things. Just get it done.
Especially when it's a free open source tool. Just go fix it.
Run random stuff. Yes. Cool.
It's on the internet. Tune us out. Catch you next time.
Thank y'all for joining. Have a great Atomic Friday.
Cheers.
The 13th.